20.
T-minus 20 seconds.
15.
15. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4. 3. 2. 1. Booster ignition and liftoff.
It's finally here. What you've been waiting for all this time. Are you ready? I am. Let's go. Hi everybody, it's me, Enosh, and the wait is over. That's right. For the last few weeks, you know that I have been putting on Facebook some pretty cryptic messages about something new coming. And some of you have been very excited about it. Others of you have kind of razzed me about it and given me a hard time, wondering what it was going to be, wanted me to tell you what it was. Some of you I've shared with what was coming, and others are just kind of like, I don't care, Enosh, whatever you do is fine with me. I don't really care. But hey, for those of you who are here, I just want to say thank you for stopping by to watch this, because this is going to be something that is exciting. I'm excited to be able to share this with you, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I am having fun putting this together. What is it? Well, it's going to be a weekly YouTube show called This Is My Story, This Is My Song. What is the show all about? Well, it's just what it sounds like. God has given me just so many songs over the last 20 years of my playing music and playing guitar and other instruments, and I've played in various bands. You know, a lot of you have followed my musical career through those bands and through solo projects that I've done, and also through some of the blessings that I've had being able to play with people like John Schlitt and others. And so what this is basically is, and I'll tell you where it came from, okay? The last few weeks and months, I have received several messages from people saying that songs that I had written really touched their lives, really meant something to them. Different people from all different walks. I mean, they weren't connected in any way. There were some that were just young ladies who had followed my bands, you know, and just decided to drop me a note and say, you know, Enosh, that song you wrote really spoke to me when I was going through a hard time, and thank you so much for writing it. I even had a pastor contact me and tell me that he was using some of my songs in his devotion time, his personal devotion time, when he was going before God, that the songs had really blessed him and were speaking to him. And that just touched me in such a way and meant so much to me, because, you know, what I want to make clear is this show is not about me, okay? This show is not to just stand before you and say, look how great I am and look how great my songs are. That's not it at all. What I really felt God compelled me to do was share the story behind some of the songs that I've written over the years. Now, I know some of you may have heard songs that I've done. You listened to my bands Antioch in Some Strange Way, and even now in Waking Vegas. And maybe you don't know all the lyrics, and you know, you just know a chorus, or you just know a part of that song that's familiar to you. And some of you may not know them at all. But here's the thing. I understand that. And we all listen to songs all the time that we don't really know what they're about. But, you know, the songs that I write are very personal. I think any songwriter will tell you that the songs that they write, they're like, you know, they say that they're like your children, you know, because it's something that you give birth to. It's something that your creative energy went into. And I, as a Christian, a lot of the songs that I write come from a Christian perspective. Now, I will say this, on this show, you'll hear songs from all different types that I have written over the years. There are songs that are very much so about my faith and very much so about what I believe, and there are some songs that are just about life and just about things in general, okay? So I invite you to stick with me. If you're a Christian and you're like, yeah, that sounds great, awesome. If you're somebody who's just, you know me and you're a friend of mine, maybe you don't share my faith or whatever, please stay tuned. Keep watching the show, because I think that you'll get something at least out of where I'm coming from with this, okay? So I invite you to just sit back. The next few weeks, we're going to go over this. Like I said, it's going to be available every Monday here on YouTube. It will be shared on Facebook. We have a Facebook page that you can go to. It's facebook.com/This Is My Story, This Is My Song. You can also find me on YouTube, where the show will originate, and my screen name on there is Enosh Fett. That's ENOSHFETT, just kind of like Boba Fett in Star Wars, because I'm a big geek, and I know it. So you can find me on there. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share these episodes with others and let them know about what's going on, just so that maybe the lyrics of these songs, maybe the meanings of these songs can help them in some way. Okay? Deal? All right. So we're going to get started with our very first episode here, and I hope you enjoy it. This is my story. This is my song. All right. So this week, the first week, I want to start off with a song that I wrote a while back, back in the early 2000s. And this song was very special to me. I was in the band Some Strange Way at the time. And I actually wrote this song in the shower. And with my songwriting process, I don't have a process, okay? I don't have like one thing that I do or one thing that I continually do to write songs. Sometimes I write the music first. Sometimes I write lyrics first. Sometimes I just get a tune in my head and I figure it out on my guitar or another instrument and go from there. But this song was a song called You'll Be There. And the song ended up meaning a lot to me after I wrote it, because I faced some things that were pretty serious afterwards. Like I said, I was in the band Some Strange Way. I was in the shower one day. I was just washing my hair, and all of a sudden this tune kind of came to my head, you know, and it was like da 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 da, and I just kind of started singing that, and it just started coming out of me, and I write like that a lot, where I just start kind of singing things, you know. And I think that's a great way to write songs, because if you get that melody going, you can fill in things afterwards. And I wouldn't say it's the best way, but it's something that I do. So I was writing the song in the shower, just kind of piecing it together, and you know, just thinking, you know, if I wake up tomorrow and I'm staring down the trial of my life, is how the song starts. And the song basically just talks about how God is always there. He's always there for us. He said, Jesus said, I will be with you always, even unto the end of the world, and the end of the age, the end of everything. You know, he said he'll be with us. And that's the inspiration for the song, is just knowing that Jesus said he'll always be there. Now, I say this song meant a lot to me afterwards, because around that time, I went through a brain tumor scare. Okay, and a lot of you who know me, you know that about me. But in early 2005, I found out that I had a brain tumor, and it was a pretty rough thing, you know, not knowing what was going to happen. I found out by accident, kind of having another scan done, and they told me that I had this brain tumor, that they had to get me in for surgery. And you know, I'll be honest with you, I did the wrong thing. I went online and tried to look up what it was, and I scared myself because I was looking at stuff that I didn't understand. But you know, it was just talking about what the possibilities were with the surgery I was having, and the tumor that I have is down by my brain stems. So I just didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how I was going to come out of that. And to be honest with you, you know, I grew up without my dad in my life, and I got to know my dad in like my mid-20s, and my son was born in January of 2005. So right after my son was born, all of a sudden I found out about this tumor, and I was really upset about it at first, because I was thinking to myself, you know, I could possibly die and not be here, not because, you know, and not be in my son's life. You know, I could possibly not be in my son's life, not because I was a deadbeat dad or I didn't care, but simply because, well, you know, I wasn't around because of this stupid tumor. And that really hurt my heart a lot, and I was more concerned about that than anything else. And like I said, I had my one night where I freaked out, and a lot of times we usually do. You know, when we get bad news, we freak out about it, and we're anxious. But then I prayed, and God gave me such a peace about this that I can't even explain it. And I finally learned and understood what that scripture that talks about where he says, you know, that God gives us a peace that passes all understanding. And that's what I learned at that time. Because the peace that I had, it didn't make any sense to me, but I felt like, you know what? If I die, well, I'm dead. But I have heaven to gain, and I know where I'm going, right? But if I live, and I believe that I was living. I didn't think that I was going out that way. But you know what? But I knew that if I lived, there was going to be a purpose and a reason for it. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. You know, they don't like to hear that we go through trials for a reason and a purpose. But let me tell you something. When I came through this, and the tumor's still there. Okay, they went in. They couldn't find it. They couldn't get to where it was because of where it was in my head, and so they weren't able to get a biopsy of it. They weren't able to get to it, and they later did a test that said it was a benign tumor. But you know what I came out of it with? I came out of it with a love and a compassion for people who face cancer. You know, before, if I knew somebody who was going through cancer or heard of something, you know, I felt bad for them, but I couldn't relate, and I didn't understand the fear and the hurt that they were going through. And since I've been through what I've been through, I really can. I feel that hurt. I feel that for them, and I'm able to pray for them, I think, in a more effectual way, because I understand a little bit of that fear. Even though mine wasn't cancer, I understand now what that fear can be. And in the song, I talk about, some of the lyrics just talk about, you know, that God is always there no matter what. And there's the scripture that says, even if a mother forgets her baby's cry, if she doesn't pay attention to her baby's cry. And when we think about that, you know, a mother, her instincts are towards her child. If she hears her baby cry, man, she's there, you know. But God says in the Bible, even if a mother rejects her baby's cry, I will not. That he'll be there. That his love for us goes beyond anything that we can possibly imagine and think of. And so I started putting the lyrics of the song together, and I came up with this kind of cool little riff that was just like this. It goes, and kind of added to it on top of that later, and you know, the song just kind of came together. But it was about that. It was about God being there in the trials of our lives. He's there for us in the victories. He's there for the mountaintops. He's there for the valleys. And he'll never leave you, and he'll never forsake you. I don't have to worry about being forsaken by God, because like his word says, I've never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed out begging for bread. He cares, and he loves you, and he loves me. And so I hope that this song speaks to you on that level. I hope that you enjoy it, and that you make it a part of your thought process when you think about God, when you're going through a trial, that you remember this song, and that it speaks to your heart, that you know what? No matter what, for me to live is Christ, for me to die is gain. So for me to live, I have a reason to live. But if I die, I know where I'm going. No matter what we go through, no matter how hard it is that you're going through right now, remember that he'll be there. Okay? So I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy You'll Be There. And here we go. If I wake up tomorrow and I'm staring down the trial of my life, or I'm drowning in the sorrow of what seems to be the darkest night, I know you'll shine a light to the darkness of despair. came out and then refused to shine, you would still be there. And you'll be there if a mother turns a deaf ear to her baby's cry. And I've never been forsaken, and I'll never have to wonder if you care, 'cause you will be there. If I scale the highest mountain, or if I slowly sink into the ocean depths, or if I'm lost inside the labyrinth of the mess that I've created and I can't find my breath, nothing can separate me from your love, it's so complete. Eternity, you'll be there if the sun came out and then refused to shine, you would still be there. You'll be there if a mother turns a deaf ear to her baby's cry. And I've never been forsaken, and I'll never have to wonder if you care, 'cause you will be there. You will be there. Break. And I know that everywhere if the sun came out and then refused to shine, you would still be there. And you'll be there if a mother turns a deaf ear to her baby's cry. And I've never been forsaken, and I'll never have to wonder if you care, 'cause you will be there. And that's You'll Be There. So I hope that you enjoyed this time together. I would really love to hear from you. If I've written a song that has blessed you in any way, has meant something to you, or maybe you're just, maybe it's this week's song, maybe it's You'll Be There, and you say, you know, I've never really listened to that song before, maybe you've never even heard the song before, but you say, you know what, that really spoke to me this week, will you please let me know? There's different ways that you can do that. Of course, you can always email me if you want it to be something private between the two of us. You can email me at Enosh Music. It's up on your screen right now. It's just my name, Enosh, with music at hotmail.com. You can also, of course, comment by going to facebook.com/this is my story, this is my song, and let me know there. And of course, you can leave a comment in the comment section at YouTube, okay? So also, if you really like the song and you say, man, I'd really like to have that song and put that song on my MP3 player of choice, or your iPod or iPad or something like that, you can go to cdbaby.com/Enosh Fee and download the song there. Okay? So, once again, this is a new thing. I'd love to hear what you think about it, and I hope you come back every week and enjoy this journey that we're going to start together. Okay? From me to you, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on This Is My Story, This Is My Song. Bye-bye.
If I scale the highest mountain,